Flintstone, salt, and resin. 3 components you really need at the beginning of the game. This is OneLastMidnight. And I'm going to show you exactly where to find these items early on in the beginning of your game. Resin is obtained from cutting down trees. But cutting down a regular tree will sometimes produce a resin, but most times not. The best way to get resin is to look for a tree with brown leaves and to cut it down. You have a higher opportunity of finding resin with these trees than you do with any other tree. In your beginning starting area, there will be a handful of these trees laying around. And one of the best places is inside of Longkeep, right next to your starter hometown where they have you place your base. You can see that there are a handful of resin trees. I call them resin trees. I don't know what they really are, but they're here always. And when you restart your game, they will respawn, allowing you to collect resin quickly. Luckily, flint is also readily available just inside of the Longkeep. So when you're looking at the brown trees, if you're to make a right and go up over this direction, you will see a whole area of flint that can be mined. Just break out your pickaxe and start mining into it. You'll get a decent amount of flintstone and will be able to make those needed areas without even having to get the glider or the grappling hook to get yourself started. And finally, salt. Salt is pretty easy to find if you know what you're looking for, but since you've probably never seen it before, you don't know exactly where it looks like. The first time you enter the Shroud, you come over in by this bridge over here, this little entryway. And if you run down to the bottom of the path, and then make a left and follow this edge over here, you'll come across this little entrance. You can see I'm right underneath the bridge, and all you have to do is go down inside of it. Don't worry, I've never found a creature in here, but if you do, just dispatch them. Go all the way down to the end of this little thing right here. And you will find salt. This is what salt looks like. Break out your pickaxe and start hitting away. And this is actually a pretty decent deposit that will give you a pretty good amount of salt early on, beginning of the game. Again, all of these 3 items can be found without having a grappling hook or without having a glider, and it will allow you to progress easier in the game knowing that these resources are close by. Alright, well that's it for me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below, and make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.